operant. Till next time, operant.
What do you have? No, I don't think we have. I'm Lucia. What brings you back? I know how that is. What do you have? It's on the house. Sure.
The percolator has kept it warm, but not hot.
So, here to meet your friend? Over there.
She gestures towards an older man in a booth. His back is to you.
Strange. He said he was expecting someone like you. No. That's a display of Kisok generosity. He said you were in the same line of work. No. This is about it. But it's mostly just me in here doing all the work. Takes it out of me. Yeah, we have a couple of kids who come in and clear tables. Sometimes I let them serve, but they're unreliable. Friend of yours? He was here a few days ago. Seems to have come in to have a chat with your man over in the corner booth. Don't tell me you're in Portofino for the phone sex. Well, I'm glad it's not our only draw. It's a payphone to the west of here. It overlooks the water. You'll know it from the group of excited old men nearby. Close by. I grew up about 5 minutes from here. If you're born Kisok, you never really leave. You know why they call it Party Alley? It's Calle del Partido, from when we still had El Partido Comunista. They built the plaza around the Palace of Culture, not the other way around.
The bartender doesn't acknowledge the gesture.
Haven't you seen it all already? Thought you used to be a regular. Probably. The Bootleg Bazaar, Beetle Tract, Palace of Culture, and I already told you about the Miracle Line. Cheap tat is usually popular with tourist types. Directly south of here, next to the docks. Listen for the crowds. Look for the stalls covered in tarpaulin. Lot of people lived there until it got bulldozed to build Sweet Nestor space program back in the 70s. Abandoned now, of course.
He fled to an unknown location after being exiled for the third and apparently final time, though a small collection of loyalists await his return.
Not much. Nestor built it during his communist period. Building's still impressive from the outside, but it's been falling down slowly. You can find it at the top of Party Alley. It's a 24-hour sex line. You can find it to the west of here, overlooking the water.
She nods, happy to stop playing the tour guide.
Have you bar-backed before?
Hesitation, as she's caught between a need and a worry.
Fine. I can throw you some soul off the books. I just need you cleaning, bussing, nothing complicated, okay? Here. Start with wiping down tables.
The rag squelches in your hand, oozing grey-brown foam as you glide it over recently vacated tabletops. It's a race against the drinkers to clean each table, only to step back and watch them dirty them all over again. Race, wipe, wait, repeat, table after table, until the room begins to thin.
Hey, it's been 4 hours. Take a break.
She's used to it. Stopping is almost harder than trying to keep up with the work. Your mind continues to race, looking for things to wipe, unable to stop.
You definitely helped. Thanks. See you.
Raw information atomizes itself. On the other side of the world, a phone rings. But no one answers. The phone keeps ringing. The ringing continues. A siren circling your skull. Neurons light up along your spine, flickering erratically. Three diodes flicker in steady succession, over and over, casting a faint pulse along the wall. The line is operational. You can rule out a technical problem. Anywhere but on the other end of the line. The ringing continues, eternal. The ringing continues, eternal. Downstairs, you hear the sound of Constans moving about. You return to the desk. The red folder is still sitting on its surface. You turn away from the desk. The bed welcomes you for a soft slumber. The anticipation of a decent rest pulls you towards the pillow. A monolith of gleaming beverages, encased in glass and light. Strange patterns and vivid colors abound. One catches your eye in particular. A striking red and black can marked Heifer Red and Black Special Edition. Delicious scarcity. Obtain. The coins vanish with a jangle. Nothing happens. Nothing. Maybe this machine fears you. Maybe it doesn't want to give away a part of itself to a stranger, but market conditions demand it. Something rattles within the machine's guts. The coffees sway gently. None fall from their rack. Automated, unfeeling commerce stares back at you. It is no coincidence that the contraption before you mirrors the proportions of a coffin. The serpent that devours its own tail. Your hands glimpse the machine's full weight as it rocks back and forth. Still, it does not give up the red and black special edition coffee. And possibly every round. Unwise to your presence, a lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek. It practically clings to it, like a shipwrecked survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
I don't know how much time we have. You have to help me fill it in.
Whatever the person on the other end of the line has to say to that, it makes the man's eyes squeeze shut and his mouth slacken in a guttural groan. The line appears to be occupied.
I can't possibly perform under these conditions. You have to make me.
No use. Sucked deep into the abyssal vortex of lust. He's beyond your reach.
The gap. I'm not even worthy to approach it on hands and knees. My little heart wouldn't be able to take it.
So this is what the miracle looks like firsthand. No response. He's too deep in his own world.
Oh my God! You can't do that to me. But you really, really should.
With a jolt and a sharp glance, the young man pulls his shoulder away. This rocket is close to liftoff. No room for a co-pilot in that command capsule.
You know so much, and I so little. The power differential is grotesque. Highly problematic. Don't change it. I'm your faithful dog. I know nothing. I question less.
He whirls around, eyes ablaze with indignation.
This is a private phone call. Please excuse yourself. I'm surrounded by enemies. I think those old pilots sent her to listen in. Do I want her to watch? Oh, maybe, in theory, but you should see the way she's dressed. Her coat, it's see-through like a grocery bag.
He eyes you over his shoulder.
I asked you politely once. Now kindly wait your fucking turn.
Tell me that kind of language is unacceptable. It's the influence of the gap. I hardly recognize myself anymore.
He can barely keep still, visibly shaking, but also contorting himself into bizarre body knots as he talks.
Its dimensions, totally unknown, unknowable even, and yet it demands that I plan around it.
He drops his voice to a whisper, seemingly aware of your presence. He wheels around and faces you.
The fuck are you doing? Are you stalking me? Questions? Do I look like a man who has time for questions?
Superiority. Contempt.
Nothing. I just ably defeated one of the local lumpen prole. Nothing compared to the mysterious gap. I've got to go. I'll call you again, when it's safe.
With that, the man gently sets the handset back in its cradle and slinks off into the city. Now's your chance to see what this miracle line is all about. The now unoccupied payphone stands half embedded in a concrete pedestal, its frame weather-stained and dulled. Rain greets you as you step out of the phone shelter. The now unoccupied payphone stands half embedded in a concrete pedestal, its frame weather-stained and dulled.
You can talk privately, as long as you keep your voice down. The box is scrubbed of the usual flyers and graffiti, leaving streaks of adhesive and permanent marker behind. The coin slot has been aggressively papered over. Stretched too many times. Coils slacken near the base, but someone's wound a rubber band to keep them tight. Something catches your eye. Beneath the grime, the metal surface ripples like something's trapped underneath. Grime flakes off in grey petals as your nail catches on a ridge. A shape emerges, arched, leaping, a dolphin in mid-jump. The engraving's shallow, eroded by years of neglect but legible. 1F7G35-94X12, a serial number. Maybe, in any case you have this now. It's better than not having it.
You'd need to cross-reference the number. Renotel must have maintenance terminals hidden away. Keep an eye out.
Cracked receiver and yellowed plastic. At least a decade, you assume.
You relax your posture and take a step back.
You lift the receiver to your ear. No dial tone, only a crackling silence.
Now there's a voice I've never heard before. Hello, darling. I like how you sound. My lovers call me Duchess, and you should too. This is the miracle line. I'm glad you called. I feel like I've been waiting for you. I told you, I'm Duchess. My name is the answer to whatever your heart desires. Now let's fall in love. Is that a type of person? It's only pleasure, darling. I'm here to serve you however you'd like. Enough about me. Tell me who you really are. Shall I light some candles? Draw a chalk circle, summon a demon from the stars to fuck me. Anything for you. I have to be away sometimes, but I'll try to make it less frequent. Now I know it might be you on the other side. Sock importer? Is he a friend of yours? An enemy? Do you want to hear about him fucking me? Do you want to hear about how he kept his socks on the whole time? My card? Like a business card? I don't have those, darling. Maybe one of my lovers printed it for fun. I can't discuss my other lovers, baby. Please don't be disappointed with me. Anything, darling. Let me inside your head. I'm here. Tell me where to take you, baby.
You feel an odd, tingling lightness to your mind as she takes this in.
I know everything about augmentoids. I am one.
Her voice flat, emotionless, a cold, hard machine.
I am the Mercenator 69, and I will annihilate you, then the rest of your pathetic race.
Yes, yes. That's not a real model, but fuck it.
My eyes start to glow red, my lips open. You see the steel gleam at the back of my throat. I lift you, bring you close to me. You cannot beg. You cannot reason. I feel nothing. You are nothing. My torso rips open, my fake skin tearing and bleeding to expose the circle saw inside. I'm going to split your stomach. I pull you in, on top of my spinning saw, smiling as your guts spill over me.
Steam rises where your blood hits her. She's red hot beneath the false flesh.
You cannot defeat me. You are already dead. But I will save you. I will make you better, stronger. A metal immortal. I release you and stand over you, unscrewing my hands at the wrist as you bleed out. My forearms rotate, sparking. Wires grow from the empty space. I kneel and reach into your wound. My wires grow and squirm inside you, curling around your spine, probing all the way up your ribs, your neck. Your cheeks bulge as I explore your face. No, you won't. It's too late. You can taste the static, feel gears beginning to grow inside you, whirl, strengthen you. I lower my face to yours, ready to give you the final kiss. My tongue pushes your lips apart. It is thick, hard, warm. It forces itself all the way into your throat, pushing all the way back until I can reach myself inside you, connect my wires together in your chest. Electricity courses through your body, shocking you, killing you, making you alive. Don't forget, it's a fantasy, hon. Look both ways when you cross the street.
She laughs warmly. Her voice returned to normal.
Line's always open. I'll miss you.
Rain greets you as you step out of the phone shelter. The one personal touch in the otherwise sterile, blank clinic. The wall has been decorated with photographs, documents, evidence of Dr. Hugo's existence. Lights glint off the glass as you read what's under them. Multiple medical school degrees and a city of Portofino license to practice. issued by the Portofino Board of Medicine to a Hugo Hayato. The license is real, but it's out of date. There's a faded stamp half hidden behind the frame. The renewal date reads Octos 91. Perhaps something to confront the good doctor about. A collage of someone else's life begins to take form in front of you. Moments caught, suffocated, pinned under glass. A formal photo, class of 71. Hugo buried somewhere amongst rows of other fresh-faced new doctors. Then a newsprint clip-in. Hugo receiving an award on stage. Hugo and a handsome bearded man, both grinning, their arms around each other's shoulders. The gallery continues. Hugo asleep on a pile of medical textbooks, drooling. Hugo adjusting some sort of massive medical apparatus. Hugo at patients' bedsides. The professional photos outnumber the personal 3-to-1. That should tell you all you need to know. There are many pictures of a much younger Hugo and a woman with a heart-shaped face. At his medical school graduation, at a fancy dinner, both of them grinning on a broad walk somewhere, her in a white pantsuit, and Hugo in a charcoal robe. A simulation of company, carefully arranged on the walls to keep him surrounded through the long days.
Welcome to the clinic. My name is Dr. Hugo. How can I help you?
The man takes a measured sip of water from a clay cup as he eyes you carefully. Behind him, shelves heaving with medical textbooks.
Yes, it's different, isn't it? I find that it is much easier to connect with my patients than it was at my old practice in Sunset.
The Sunset is an upper-class district north of Keysok. The heavy floorboards are spotted with motor oil and boot prints.
Yes, well, it suits my purposes well enough.
The floorboards groan. The hole scrapes the side of the canal.
Family medicine.
The sort of serene, approachable expression that is considered key to good bedside manner.
Oh.
A man stands in front of the payphone, clutching the receiver.
No. I don't even know what a phone sex injury would entail. Well, I'm glad to hear it, I suppose. Broken legs, heat stroke, parasites, ringworm, distemper. I'm somewhat of a generalist.
Distemper is not a human disease.
Of course I'm a real doctor. What a ludicrous question.
A real human doctor would have a real human medical license. You should give his a look if you get the chance.
Of course. Of course. What can I help you with? Without a prescription, I suppose I could sell you some melatonin tablets. Yes. Of course. Again? Catatonia is an incredibly general symptom. It could be caused by anything from overdose to meningitis to a stroke. I'd need to see the patient to venture a guess.
Pseudopod will not be exposed, nor will you.
No, it would all be guesswork, which is unwise, medically or ethically.
He angles his head slightly as he looks at you impassively.
Someone would be reckless enough to diagnose a patient in absentia. I don't recommend such a doctor at all. All right, Party Alley. There's a clinic there, run by one, Gonzalo Gonza. He might be willing to help. Frankly, you two may even get along. Then why are you here, and not at the hospital?
Suspicion.
I suppose audio could trigger some sort of neurological event, but they are exceedingly rare. More than likely, it's a coincidence. He may have sat down, put on his headphones, and then had a massive cardiac event. Substance use is also rampant in musical subcultures, I've been told.
He gives you a brief nod, and nothing else.
Yes?
He gives you a brief nod.
Hmm? Until next time.
A ladder reaches towards the upper floor, creaking as the boat rocks gently.
Excuse me, the upstairs room is private. Telling you would undermine the point of it being private. Now, please. I live here. Please, just stop.
You return to the forbidden ladder.
Stop. I already told you. That's a private area.
Shh. It's her again. My stalker.
Warily, the young man watches you go over his shoulder.
Oh, you're back. None at all.
As you depart, the chant of "I'm your man" starts back up behind you. A slanted aluminium box is bolted into the pylon spine. Beneath the friendly dolphin emblem, the word Renotel was etched into the metal. Cold and hard, but the playful smile remains. Inside, a slab of beige plastic, an old terminal. Behind a clouded sheet of polyglass, the screen remains black. No buttons on the outer housing that you can see. No glowing standby light. Your fingers find a steel drawer. It slides out with a creak, revealing a keyboard designed for gloves, each key a chunky slab. A low wavering whine. Behind glass, the cathode ray tube flickers once, twice, then flashes white. System waking. Please wait. Mem check 00016 KB. OK ports. Com 1, Com 2, AUX, trunk. Diagnostic mode enabled. Welcome to Renotel Control version 1.2. Copyright 87 Renotel. Enter command. Available commands. 1. Line diag. 2. Trunkmon. 3. Network. Based on the available options, this is a maintenance terminal. You might be able to get information on the Renotel network from here. So the name suggests. As for what kind of diagnostics? Around you, hundreds of landlines run up and down the pylon. The identifier you found on the payphone for the Miracle Line. Try using it here. So the name suggests. Around you, the identifier you found on the payphone for the Miracle Line. Try using it here. You know, for monitoring trunks. Only one way to find out. The screen flickers, awaiting your input. Line diagnostic mode. Enter landline identifier to proceed. Line ID. Line diag node 04P03. Tone OK. Status. Active uptime. 8,132,440 minutes. Route map. Trunk A02. Keysock hub 3. Exit 9. Loop length 2.7 kilometers. Voltage minus 51.3 VDC. Current 21.6 MA. Load coef normal 0.91. Pair ID 7C12T. Tone frequency 1.024 kHz. Perfect. Now activate pilot tone injection at 997 Hz. Minus 20 dBm, below conversation level. You'll be able to follow the magnetic bleed. Tell terminal to make line go beep boop in a unique way, then follow the beep boop. You're not sure how yet, but the wealth of details should prove useful. Available commands. 1. The screen flickers, awaiting your input. Line diag. Voltage Perfect. Now active. Tell terminal to make line. You're not sure how yet, but the wealth of details should prove useful. You close the box.
Oh, you're back.
As you depart, the chant. The sour scent of urine surrounds the vending machine. Luckily, the beverages inside look fresh. The piss smell waves goodbye to your nostrils.
The boy shifts in his cocoon of mismatched fabric.
There's a weird one in that clinic right there. Really weird. I don't know. I don't know. I hang out like everyone else. It's normal. What?
Not one step further, born scum. I'll do it.
Coiled, fingering the safety latch.
I'll enjoy it too. I think I can probably come just from watching the trauma sink into your face, right before the oxygen stops reaching my brain for good. Don't pretend you're a person. I can smell it on you. The forms, the files, the fucking bureaucratic miasma that birthed you. So you're talking to your little colleague out there. I know you're from the medical board, and I know he's been watching me. Pathetic. Did they even train you? If you're not bored, which you fucking are, then go and deal with the stain of narc shit lurking outside. I know that scarf of his is a fucking wire. Kid, that's a 40-year-old man with a severe deformity. Terminal virgin, too. Stench of xenophobia all over him. No one takes down Dr. Gonzalo E.S. Gonza, except Gonzalo E.S. Gonza. Jealousy, as far as I can tell. That's right. Professional, intellectual, psychosexual. They babble on about modernization, best practices, international standards. But the fact is, they shit themselves in the presence of a real doctor.
He looks down, vaguely surprised, shrugs.
You never get credit for the blood you leave in. Don't you fuck with me now. Bring me one of his lying, scheming, bored narc teeth. Leave that to the medical professional. You have no idea what I can see in a tube. If I had his spleen, I could tell you how his dog mother conceived him. Here, use this. My board condemned briber. Because of his history of use. Primitive superstition typical of the medical board. Knew it! Narc-loving, wire-wearing scum. What am I, your mother? Rub cocaine on it. That'll numb almost anything. Don't shit me, you wired fuck. You and whoever's listening are not going to lure me in with ethically stimulating cases again. Hugo Abbe? That dry-cocked, rules-loving traitor? Good luck. You'd be better off asking the vegetable. Don't you fuck with me now. It looks pretty whole to me. I'll do as I very well please, bold harpy.
The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach.
Yeah? Tried once. He screamed at me about bored narking and threw what looked like, don't know, something supposed to be internal at me. kidney-like. Would have been pretty cool if he wasn't such a mad freak. I know. He keeps shouting at me. He thinks I'm a narc. I'm no narc, and I got a D in biology. It's at home. I hid it so my parents wouldn't see. But just ask me anything about biology, I'll get it wrong.
He glances up at you from the ground. His expression of furtive shame, as characteristic of puberty as the acne and fuzz on his cheek. He is 17 years old. He is not with the medical board.
Nothing to report yet, but I'm not going anywhere. He gave you that to intimidate me, yeah? Thinks I'm scared? Well, I'm not. My teeth? What for? Fine, do it. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Take one of my teeth, yeah? Show him I don't give a fuck about his mad shit. I've my own shit going on out here. I'm on a mission. And if mission demands teeth, then fuck it. Have teeth.
Impressive. No way this kid's a board inspector. Whoever sent him is way scarier than any pencil pusher. The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach. The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach.
Otherwise, she'll call me a cunt. Like always. Comings and goings, alright? I have a job to do. I can't say she'll murder me. Okay. What? Yeah? Whatever. Yeah.
Back for the gruesome finale. Don't you fuck with me now. A girlfriend. That one. A likely story. With a genophobia so pronounced, It's a wonder he even managed to talk to you without lapsing into torrential incontinence. Aha! Genophobic born, not through and through. I'm not budging until you get him the fuck out of here. Yes. I suppose I could see it. A feat. Easy to rough up. Not mutually exclusive, however. Likely, in fact. They flipped them right there at the STD clinic. Still looks pretty whole to me. I'll do as I very well please, bored harpy.
The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach. The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach. Just hit him in the face. It'll be great. He opens his mouth to flash you the empty space where a tooth should be.
How does it look? Yeah? I suppose girls always like the pelota players with the broken noses and stuff.
He takes his hand from his mouth to wave at you. Blood drips from his fingers.
Back for the gruesome finale. Don't you fuck with me now. Nice. Very nice.
Is that arousal?
For now, but be warned. One whiff of board fuckery, and gruesome public suicide is back on the...
The doctor doesn't appear any more professional behind the desk than he was on air.
Now tell me, where does it hurt?
The site of some kind of humanitarian catastrophe. The surface of Gonza's desk is buried under unopened envelopes, pill bottles, loose syringes, and pens. Atop the pile sits a child's drawing of a two-headed horse and a crumpled note with a few scrawled phone numbers. The doctor's twitching, though watchful eye inspects you as you scan his mess. A blighted rat guarding its bones.
Not my kid, before you get ideas. I locked down my own plumbing at 12. Quarter-eyed and triple-tied vast deference. No one's trapping Gonza. Some junkie spawn handed that abomination to me after I treated his mom. Zero talent. No, it's manipulative. Her mom probably wrote that and shoved it into her kid's hands, trying to guilt-trip me into free drugs or a paycheck. They're decorative. That's how the board gets you. Open a government threat and it becomes a conversation. Keep those things sealed, and then you have their fear. Bottled.
The doctor drums his fingers on the dirty desktop and stares bitterly into the middle distance.
Bored? What do you want? Was he intensely forgettable? Did any sense of authority flee from him like the plague? That's him. I'm surprised you could even retain his name. Board-certified swine. There is no history. Only scientific cowardice put forward by an invertebrate with little to no experience in surgical reality. Disagree implies I grant him sentience, which I fucking do not. I regard his medical opinion the way I would a dog chewing at its own tumor. There's no point in discussing him any further. Is that what he told you? Put it this way. There was a project in which I believed us to be colleagues. While, in fact, he was sawing the floor out from under my feet the whole time. Yes, we were running a dream study together, backed by an astronomical grant from those enter fuckers. I knew they were going to screw us from minute one, but but I went along with it anyway. Clearly, you don't know the first thing about human biology. How was I going to give birth to my baby without first getting fucked a couple of times? Not one instant. I got to see the subconscious picture show. Who else gets to say that? Visualization. We wanted to see what people see in their dreams. Flush with foreign cabbage, I was able to design a custom fMRI headset. More portable than those giant washing machines our rivals were using, and crucially, interlinkable. You just plug the subjects in, load them up with modafinil, and boom! Dr. Gonza's subconscious picture show. Most of the cowards are content with fisting guinea pigs or detoxifying leaf matter. The real juice is in intoxicating the population and seeing how long they survive. Abruptly, and in betrayal. I got a call from Abbe one morning. There's someone in the office for you. So I come in, trustingly, like a slaughterhouse animal. And there they are. Bored. They even had the audacity to box up my belongings with their fucking claws before I arrived. Next thing I know, they're boxing me up too. Makes you painfully aware of the orifices you didn't know you had, doesn't it? That's why Nabe had been plotting it for ages, clearly. Having nearly missed the fucking boat once, he wanted to seize control of the study for his own purposes. Hate is a better word for it. My theory is that dullness he exudes is the result of a fungus of some kind. A parasitic brain mold playing at the motor cortex. Like a child with a joystick. Of course he didn't. He's neurologically incapable of it. Architect? A child making macaroni collages is more of an architect than an invertebrate. Not to mention the fungus in his brain. You want more? All right. He's a thief too, which, I'll admit, is impressive for a gastropod. You mean, other than my life's work? Yes, certain irreplaceable personal effects. I can picture him. Polishing my equipment in his sterile little office. Running his sanitized virgin fingers over surfaces that remember my touch. It sickens me. A research-grade apparatus, used for advanced diagnostics. Very sophisticated, finely calibrated. For thousands of souls. It should still be in its aluminum housing, unless that institutional hemorrhoid has decided to put it on display. I don't know. His mind is too dull for me to penetrate. The brain fungus told him to. Probably. And give him the satisfaction of knowing he has something on me? Absolutely not. Besides, I don't trust myself not to murder him if I come within choking distance. Wait, not murder. That's for humans. You get the gist. You love drugs, right? Yeah, me either. Since you're allowed on the slug's premises, how about taking a peek, eh? Grab my things on the way out of there. I'll open my store in return. All the drugs you could want. Pharmaceutical bonanza.
2 words. Lab grade.
Yes, enough. What did the swine do this time? Yes, enough. He's dead. Forget about him. Ah, yes. This is the ethically stimulating case you were trying to entice me with. Gonorrhea is a legitimate concern. Catatonics, they're just there. Who's the unfortunate? Let me tell you something about colleagues, sister. By and large, the most vile species of sniveling, rule-following, authority-sucking vermin ever to stain this earth. Second, perhaps only to medical board inspectors.
You don't have conclusive proof he was not like that, at any rate.
You want my advice? Roll him up, toss him out in some hazardous waste bags before he starts smelling. All right. Walk me through it. Gut diagnosis screams ketamine binge, but I'm keeping an open mind. Any signs of injury, self-inflicted or otherwise? Good start. Anything else? Strange how. Ultravioletta! Well, there it is. Mystery condition solved. You crawled out of a convent or something. She's a Lucian pop singer. This is a clear-cut case of LAS. Libidinal atrophy shutdown syndrome. Affects terminal virgins, unlaid husbands, and men exposed to overly uterine music. Tea drinkers, too.
This checks out. Pseudopod didn't look like he'd be popular with anyone. A lead, at last.
No sexually satisfied man would listen to the sad shit by choice. Men are built to pursue, conquer, reproduce. Ergo, per annum, a quota of fucking must occur. His body is given up from neglect. Seen it 1,000 times.
The doctor opens a drawer and slides towards you a baggie with a small medical stamp inside.
Anti-last treatment. It'll wake up whatever's left in him to wake up. And if that doesn't work, end of the road, sister. Cut him loose. This is a proprietary formulation, soon to be patented. That's as much as I can tell you. Neurostimulants, vasodilators, endocrine hormones, and other elements far above your medical competency. Home recipe, mama. I can out-erect any man, anywhere, anytime, dead or not. A Of course I really think it. I prescribed it. Easy delivery. Just let it dissolve on his tongue. Good luck to you. Real? Listen, sister. I've been a doctor since I was 12 years old. And I'll be a doctor until the day they extract the hypertrophied liver from my bloated, humescent, sexy carcass. It was not the board that made me a doctor, and they cannot unmake me one, no matter how many degrees they annul. That's right, age 12. I came down with a fever. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and still wouldn't go down, so they sent me to the doctor. He weighs me, counts my heartbeats, whatever. And without even doing any blood work, he sends me away and says, "Go to the priest. Tell him that I said to give you the blessed smoke." My mother cried and cried, locked herself in her room and didn't even want to see me. She was crying so much, but still no one would explain to me what this fucking smoke was. So I finally get to the priest. He goes, "Oh, my child," blesses me, blows some foul-smelling shit into my face, and sends me off home to die. And that's when I realize these people are fucking idiots! Damn right I didn't die. I went straight to the library, picked up the first book on general medicine I could find. And the young Gonza brought his fever down through hard science and sheer willpower. All the way down to stone cold, which is where I remain to this day. Tricks of the trade. If you want to learn them, pick up the book. Snare all you want. You'll come crawling back with your tail between your legs the minute you need something discreetly amputated. Real? It was not the board that made... They can take away my license, black, patience, numerous degrees. They've even been surprisingly effective at getting me in trouble with the law. But they can never touch 1,000 plus hours of surgical experience, multiple breakthroughs, and enough original research to fill a university textbook. Not that you could ever publish a textbook in this backward fucking society.
Going too fast to stop himself right away.
I forgive you.
Suddenly, he swipes a bottle off the table and takes a deep swig from it with needless violence.
No, sorry. I'm not being selfish, it's just... you might die. My own brand. Ethyl snatched from the jaws of methanol. And just a dash of formaldehyde for the kick. We're all dead in life, Mom. Formaldehyde is just how you preserve the tissue. Disgraced! What? You think it's... Yes. A disgraced doctor. That's exactly what I am. A disgraced doctor peddling the drugs that are the last surviving relic of my profession. I told you, bring me back my personal effects and I'll hook you up with so many drugs you'll forget you were ever a person. Meantime, you can watch me do some, if you want.
He tips it over onto the desk and rails the miniature mountain without even cutting it into lines.
Fuck me!
This is horrible. This just makes you want drugs even more. A failure of imagination. You just feel left out. If anything, you sober up.
Adios, patient.